Hello, evening. Right, oh, let me just rearrange my chair a little bit. It's better. That's better. Sorry, it's a very boring green screen background, but what can you do? Right, yay! Birthday live stream. Almost birthday. Almost. I'm not the next age yet. I'm clinging on. I'm clinging on to my youth for another 12 hours or so. Evening, everybody. It is so lovely. So, oh, look, you can see there's got a little table going on, got a little drink. It's all in view. I've got some things to show you. Rather exciting. I hope this is that'll do, won't it? That'll do. Good, we're good. Right. What a day. What a day it has been. I have just had to scramble to get myself together, and in my haste, because I'm like, oh my god, it's almost time to go. I was halfway down a nice glass of red that I was drinking with my dinner. And as you know, we've had this discussion before about myself and red wine, and that I'll only drink it in the privacy of my own home because it stains my teeth blue and I look like a tavern wench. Anyway, so I'm like, oh God, is that the time? And I had like quite a bit left in the glass, so I necked it. And then I'm like, woo, red wine buzz. And then I had to go and deal with the tavern wench teeth. So anyway, so I'm here. I have a drink that isn't going to stain my teeth. My husband is not available tonight, so I have nobody to deliver me drinks. So it's just the one, dear, just the one, and that should be sufficient, considering I've preloaded with the red there, and it gave me a little bit of a buzz, little wine buzz. Right, thank you so much for joining me. I just thought, you know what, I had a really busy week. I haven't had time to get a sketch together. I've got a few ideas for things, for characters at the moment, but I haven't had the time to put a decent length sketch together. Sorry, yes, Rick is actually here in my house. Not sure I want a tea though, Rick. It's not going to go with this, is it? Look. Ain't going to go with that, is it? But I wouldn't trust you to put a drink together for me, though. I've got places to go tomorrow. Anyway, yes, Rick is here. He's on babysitting duties. Husband is out. Rick's babysitting. It's all good. It's all good. Right. Where was I? I talked about, yes, preloading. I'm here, but I can't remember what I was bloody saying. Never mind. It obviously wasn't important. That's Rick's fault that he threw me off my game. Oh yeah, I've had a really busy day. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do a live stream. Thank you. I'm back. We're back. I'm back on track. I thought it'd be a really, really good idea to do a live stream tonight because it's my birthday tomorrow. You don't get excited about that when you start getting older. You're like, it's my birthday tomorrow, and I'm going out to a concert. I'm taking the family out, and we're off to see. Now, it's not my usual taste in music, but they put on a really good show, so I'm going to see the Pet Shop Boys tomorrow, and I'm taking my whole family to my daughter's first ever live gig, so she's all excited. So anyway, it should be good. But so that's my birthday taken up, so that's Saturday taken up, and I haven't had time this week to do any sort of decent length sketches. I've managed a couple of shorts, and I think I only managed one short actually. Chats, thank you very much. That's awesome, thank you so much. And yeah, so, but I have some news my next upload to my channel, which I'm very excited about. I have finally got the footage of my little debut stand-up performance at Comcast from January. So I just need to get it uploaded to my channel, and then you will all be able to see my first ever stand-up. Yeah, scary. I think that's probably the only one I will dare to put up on my channel. So this one is targeted individual, and I did Skylar as well, you know, the disgruntled ex-Twitter employee, very super woke Skylar. The content of that is probably a bit too spicy for YouTube. So what I might do is upload it to my channel, but do it as a link only. So if people want to see it, I'll send them the link, because I'm a bit nervous to put it up on my channel, because I don't think it would last long. I really don't think it would last long. The idea of me taking those two characters to Comcast was that they were polar opposites. So there was a crazy conspiracy theorist who believes absolutely everything, and then on the next night there was this super woke I support the current thing character. And I thought, bring the balance. That's what comedy is about. We should be able to be balanced with whom we want, which is why I always play politicians from both sides of the aisle. When I'm parodying politicians, I will do Labour and the Conservative Party, because that's how comedy works. I find it quite hysterical when the Meghan Markle sugars come into my comments whenever I post a Meghan Markle skit, and they get terribly upset and call me, "You're so hateful. Ooh, you're so hateful. Your words are so cruel." Shut up. It's comedy, you know, it's satire. That's the point of it. You know, it's not about, I don't hate them, but if somebody says something or behaves in a certain way that makes them look absolutely hysterical, I will find a way of making satire out of it. That's how comedy works. That's how most comedians deal with things, and it's commentary on life, isn't it? It's observational comedy, and if someone is saying something that makes them sound like a dingbat, you should be able to make comedy from it, right? Hi, Moogles. Right, okay. So I think it's somebody's bedtime very soon. Interesting. Right, I want to pay attention to the chat now, and I will go back and see who's in. I've just caught Brenda H there. It says nothing raises the vibrations like a good love. You are so right with that. Works better than most things. Works better than a med bed as well, so you know that. Right, let me spin way back and see who is in. I've got all my gems in tonight. I hope I've got all my gems in tonight. Hi, Peter. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Rabbit. I think I've just, oh my God. Rick, please turn the volume down or shut the door, because I'm hearing myself coming back at myself, and it's really annoying. Shut the door. Right. Hi, Chia Maria. It's lovely to see you all here tonight. I hope more can join. That would be so awesome if I can see more of you in, and if you can share out the link to the live stream, that would be much appreciated. So as per usual, I am here to entertain, to chat, and you know, we can discuss whatever you want to discuss. You can ask me any questions you want to ask me. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, to do with the channel or grifters. It can be, it's ask me anything. So within reason, you know, like Lyman, I would probably want to vet some of the questions. Just make sure they're white hat approved. So what white hat approved questions I will take. You know, I like to criticize people like Hillary Clinton who approve the questions first, but I also do that. So, pissed off crone. Hello. No, I don't go to. Do you mean Glastonbury? Because that's always on around this time of year, around the solstice, around my birthday. Because did I mention it was my birthday? I can't do tents. I can't do tents. I can't stress enough how much I can't do tents, darling. I'm a hotel sort of a person. I cannot. I think, you know what it is? It's a sensory thing with me. It's the smell of it's the smell of wet grass and tents. The smell of tents and the noise that a tent makes, that material. Oh, no. So I do not camp. I can camp in that sense. Hello, sailors. I can camp, but I can't camp in a tent because they're disgusting. And I also need shower. I need access to a toilet, preferably in a warm room, but not too warm. A toilet in a room with walls and a door. That's the symbol for door, apparently. I'm not none of this great outdoor stuff. I walk every day. I like my fresh air, but I don't want to sleep out there in something that smells disgusting. Won't do it. Give me a 5-star hotel anytime you like, preferably with drinks included, and I'll go. But stick me in a stinking tent in a field full of other people. Oh, a field full of other strangers. A field full of, imagine the security issues associated. Wouldn't be white hat approved, would it? Stranger danger. So no, absolutely not. I am too posh to camp. 100%. Right. Have we got any newbies in? Have we got it? The K-Man's in. Hello, the K-Man. I love camping. Well, somebody's got to. The K-Man. Somebody has to love camping, and it's apparently you. I don't like portaloos either. Whenever I go to a festival type situation, I go to day festivals in the daytime, and I will leave at the end of the day, at the end of the evening. But the portaloos, oh, I can't. I think I'd rather pee myself than use a portaloo. I mean, good God. I'd rather go behind a tree. I can't. I can't. I'm too old for this crap. I can't do it. I just give me a hotel. Just give me a decent hotel. Don't, none of this 2-star, 3-star business. A decent hotel. Come on. You can do better than that. So there you go. That's me. Well, I don't know why I went on a camping. Oh, because somebody asked me I was going to Glastonbury. No, I won't go. I won't go to Glastonbury. No. I mean, I think it's overrated, personally. I think it's overrated. And isn't it like organized and run by millionaires anyway? So, how hippie is it? How hippie is it? No, right. Hello, Mark. Mark, I also get hay fever bad. And you may wonder, I have got quite big bags under my eyes. My eyes are really puffy at the moment because this week in particular has been hell for my hay fever. Again, I love outside. I love my garden. I love flowers. I love trees. Brilliant. But they don't love me back. In fact, they love me so much that they whoosh the pollen up my nose into my face entirely. And so I'm like, I love you, but my eyes are stinging. I want to itch them. So yeah. Brenda H, thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much. That's absolutely lovely. That will buy me, might buy me a few tipples this weekend. There's 2 other adults there to look after the children, so I could have a drink. I might have a few cocktails. Could manage a few cocktails, couldn't I? Right. Rabbit. Rabbit's come in with a question. I should have said, any questions, put them in all caps and I'm more likely to see them. I'm not going to promise that I will fully see them, but I'm more likely to see them. Yes, Mark, it's like having a cold in the summer. It sucks. And your head just feels like it's full of liquid and you just feel like immensely stupid. That's how I feel. I'm like, oh, this feels so dumb. Anyway, Rabbit question. How's your Phil G impression coming? It's been there, done that, darling. Rabbit, where have you been? Where have you been? I do my Phil Godlewski exclusively for Will Bird's Cooled Beer Confessional channel. And I do that because that's where all the Phil love is. So I think a lot of people who watch my channel, some may know who he is, but some may not. I don't know. So I thought, you know what, as Will covers Phil so much, I'll do a bit for his channel. So and I've said to him, I'd rather just do it for your channel. I don't mind doing it on a live stream if it gets requested, but I don't know that it'd work on a live stream, to be honest. But generally it's I'm just keeping it for Will's channel, I think. He knows the ins and outs of Phil's life, and I don't follow him enough. I think I've watched him like twice when I was researching a bit to do the little bit for Will's channel, and then so yeah, so I haven't watched him enough. I've watched him enough to do a little skit for Will. I haven't watched him anymore since then, so I have no idea what the guy's banging on about. I know he works for the Alliance, though, this elusive Alliance. A lot of people, Rabbit, that we like seem to work for the Alliance, like Sky, Rabbit. You know Sky, Rabbit, don't you? Although disappointingly, I was going to parody Sky from Sky's Medbeds channel. I think she's probably changed the name of her channel now because her grift has well and truly been exposed. All the things and I had the perfect wig for her as well. I just didn't get round to it quick enough, sadly, but she has now fallen out with the Galactics. She's fallen out with the Alliance, and this is a big and, she's fallen out with Jesus. You heard it here first. She's fallen out with Jesus because Jesus lied. Jesus lied. Can you imagine how Sky from Sky's Medbeds must be? She had to block Jesus. She had to block him. I'm just going to switch this off because I'm getting notifications that it's making a bing noise, and that's, oh my God. And it's my husband that's messaging me, so that's even worse. Right. Anyway, he knows what I'm doing, and he's messaging me anyway, making it make bing bong messenger noises. Right. Yes. So I was excited to cover Sky, to parody Sky. What was I going to call it? I think I was going to call it Pie in the Sky's Medbeds, and do a whole thing about it. The claptrap this woman talked was absolutely breathtaking. It was gold. It was pure gold. Now she's back to doing what? I can't remember. Gems, help me out. Or Rabbit, help me out. What's she back to doing now, Sky? Oh, she's booted Rabbit. Imagine my shock. Talking to horses. Thank you, Maria. She is now back to talking to horses. She's an animal communicator, horse whispering, as Ceci said, horse whispering. And I'm disappointed because I wanted to hear more Medbed claptrap and Alliance nonsense. I'm not getting any now, and I just feel cheated by Sky Prince of Sky's Medbeds. I like that she made it out like they were her Medbeds. Sky's Medbeds, like Jen's Medbeds, Jen's QFS. They weren't yours. They're not anyone's. They don't exist. Sorry about that. And you would think with access to a med bed, she would have done something about herself. Being bitchy now because I've had a drink. But anyone who's seen her will understand exactly what I'm saying. If you had access to med beds, you'd be having a quick word with the Alliance. I would say, first of all, you know, tummy flab. Let's deal with it, please. I've had 2 children. Let's put a program on the med beds to deal with this problem. I'd go with that. Then I'd say, I don't want to have to keep colouring my hair. So can we just make it not be grey anymore? Oh, that would be the next program I would put on the med beds. No one's thinking these things. Where was Fraudy on this? Fraudy could have prevented himself from being on all these big pharma meds that he's been put on now to cure this thing that he's got. If only they'd utilised the med beds that they've been banging on about for years. There's been no thought gone into this at all. It's disappointing level of grifting, I think. They should have thought this, should have thought it through, but they didn't, and that's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame. Right, med beds are back on. Are they back on with Sky? Is she using them? Oh, please tell me she's back. The Alliance lied on purpose. Was it double speak from the Alliance? Oh, God, I hope so. If that is the case and she's banging on about the med beds, I'm putting my David Wilcock wig on and I'm going to be Sky Prince of Sky's med beds. Hi, Mario's Taco. And has anyone else jumped in? I don't know if anyone else has jumped in. Oh, good. She's not abandoned. Right. That will probably be the new character that comes in then. I will don the Wilcock wig and a baseball cap. And I mean, she's another delight because just like Lyman, no makeup needed. Just like Bicky Peg, no makeup needed. And I can just bareface it, whack a wig on and a hat and a really dirty looking T-shirt. She doesn't look like she owns a washing machine, does Sky from Sky's Med Beds, I'll be honest. And, you know, I'm going to have to muck up some of my clothes. I'm quite fastidious about laundry in my house. So I'm going to have to maybe throw some tea and a bit of ketchup down a shirt, and then I can be Sky. Oh, there's a lot of numbers coming up. 1199, 1199. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you very much. It's not my birthday yet. I just want to make it very clear that it is technically not my birthday until tomorrow. We've got until, you know, 11 tomorrow. And isn't it magical? I was born around, as my parents told me, around 11:15 in the morning. And I said, how do you know it was 11:15? To my mum. She said, well, it was a roundabout. It was near enough. 11:15. I said, could it have been 11 minutes past 11? Could it have been? And she said, well, it might have been, but I think, to be honest, it was probably about 11:15. I said, I don't care what you just said. I'm going to say that it was 11 minutes past 11, and I'm going to use the 1111 code. I could make my own, you know, grifty club up now, can't I? But I'm the leader because I was born at 11 minutes past 11. Even though I was born at 11:15, I could say I was still born at 111. That's still 3 ones. Technically, that is still 3 ones, isn't it? Those 3 ones are mine. It's just the 5 on the end that's problematic. But never mind, we can work around it. We can work around it. Right, hang on a second. Send for Tom numbers. Yes, that absolutely delectable, interesting, one of the most lovely, fascinating men in numbers, isn't he? Anyone who has insomnia just needs to listen to Tom numbers for a bit. Send you off to sleep in about 10 seconds. That's got a 1 in it too. Right. I have to show you something awesome. There are times in a person's life where you receive a gift that is so magical. You wish you'd thought of it yourself. You really do wish that you'd thought of this gift yourself. And for my birthday this year, I mean, if I'd made a wish last year, I couldn't have wished for something better. I have been gifted the most incredible oil painting I have ever seen in my life, and I'm going to present it to you now. I don't know if the camera will get it all. I might have to move out of my seat to show you. This is an oil painting, and I'm going to just warn Rabbit right now. Rabbit, sit down. If you are standing, perching, doing anything, Rabbit leader, I need you to sit down. You've been warned. You've been warned. Are you ready? I've got to stand up because I'm going to have to perch it on the chair. This is an oil painting gift. Look at this. This is oil. This is an oil. It's bloody huge. This is an oil painting of Lyman and Mum. It's a beautiful emotional moment. Lyman giving you that intense stare. Look at this. Look at this magic. Look at it. Look at that look of concern, patriotism, and slight disgust. Look at that. Look at it. It's incredible. This was painted for me. This was gifted to me by the wonderful Rick, who edits all of my videos, tirelessly edits, and is currently running around after my children. This is, look at that. Look at it. It's oil painting. You can smell it. It smells like an oil painting. Imagine the look on my face when I open this. This is what dreams are made of. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Look at the intensity in the eyes. Look at that. That is something. It's something. Is Rabbit okay? I think Rabbit might have fainted with sheer joy of seeing such a magnificent piece. I will say this. I don't know where it's going in my house yet. But this has got to get used in a sketch. The only problem with it being used on my green screen is this bit here. Because Mum's face. Mum's slightly ruined it. So I might have to, Lyman might have to, with his grippy glove, just sort of put his hand over Mum's face so we don't wreck the green, because it'll blow the whole green screen. It does weird warpy things to your videos. So we've got to work out how. I'm going to have to practice with the green screen how I'm going to use oil painting Lyman. But I hope you are all suitably impressed with the majesty. Now, Rick didn't paint it himself. He paid somebody to do it. But I'm amazed that just even the creases of his bald cap, it's just perfection. It's wonderful. I'd never laughed so much when I opened a present before. Rabbit's breathing into a brown paper bag. That's great. That's had the desired effect. I'm not trying to kill you. I did tell you to sit. But there you go. Right. Hi, book girl. Hi, Ryan. It's horrid, the alien school. It's not horrid. It's a thing of beauty, Ryan. You don't know art, do you? Anyway, I love it. I absolutely love it. And it is pure perfection. You're quite right, Mario's taco. Right, Stefan, what is under Antarctica, do you think? Oh God, we're going deep. I mean, literally, with that question. What is under Antarctica? A lot of ice, and then I think, well, didn't they discover all of those maps of what it would have looked like before it was covered in ice, like some kind of beautiful tropical country? Not more than a country, isn't it? You know what I mean? God, my son laughs at how bad my geography is. Makes fun of me. I think there's so much to discover under the ice there, and I think there's probably species of animals and insects and sea life, that we know nothing about. And I think it would just be incredible to be able to know more about it. I would love. I find the whole Antarctica thing fascinating, and yeah. Right. Okay. So once again, if you have any questions, please put them in all caps. Getting old now, birthday tomorrow, old eyes, old eyes. Find it hard to read because I don't know where I put my glasses. I think they're upstairs, but anyway. Old eyes, all caps would be best. And then I don't miss. The other thing is, if anyone jumps into the chat, says hi to me, or asks me a question and I don't see it or I don't respond to it, I'm not ignoring you. It's just sometimes I scroll up and down the chat and I'm like, because I don't want dead air. I don't want to be just like silently scrolling. And because that's a bit boring, isn't it? Right. Someone's written in all caps, scroll back. Right. Okay. Thank you, Maria. Hi, Gypsy Daisy. It is breathtaking, darling. It is. It is. Right. Oh, someone's mentioned Just Stop Oil Comrade. Right. Oh my gosh. So got to talk about this. So, you know, those of you who follow me on TikTok know that I do the Just Stop Oil characters, the protesters with Just Stop Oil. And this week, my lovely gems posted in our chat group an article where yesterday they were doing their slow walking to try and just annoy everyone in the world in Camden in London. And somebody from one of the high-rise blocks of flats, or if you're American, apartments, dropped a bucket full of water on them. I mean, it's quite a skill to make sure, oh, they're coming, hold, and go. Soak them all through. And I'm like, that's my next Just Stop Oil protester. So today, I've had a busy day. I'll be honest, I've had a very busy day. Between appointments, I ran home, chucked a load of water on my head, rubbed it through my hair, splashed some more on my face, soaked the top I was wearing, chucked a high-vis vest on, and then turned my camera on and went. And I was Comrade Claire was born. Comrade Claire of Just Stop Oil was born, and it's just 1 minute of sheer stupidity about you know, what happened and why I had water thrown on me. Obviously, the very predictable comments have started coming through, but yet again, I forget the dim-wittedness of the users of the platform that is the Tickety Talks, because my God, they really do, just like Sean from Just Stop Oil, who had a hurty foot and got a foot run over and was all upset. Yeah, they think that I'm a real Just Stop Oil comrade, and that I really was talking after I just had a load of water lobbed over my head. I worry about the future. I worry about the future because those people are among us, and there's not just a few of them. There's a lot of them. There are a lot of people who don't understand satire and don't research. These are the same people going, do your own research, who are literally not clicking on my page, on my bio, and going, oh, it's satire. It says it in the hashtags. It says satire in the hashtags. Amazing the levels of stupid that we have to deal with. And this is why I can't ever love TikTok as a platform. I can't love it, because here is where the sensible people are. You lot, I can chat to you, and I know that there's a level of intelligence that we're dealing with here, and that's marvelous. That's marvelous. We're on a level here. It's all good. But with the TikToks, the ticketed talks, my God. I hope none of these people are in charge of any sort of machinery, because I worry about the limbs. I worry about the limbs. So yeah, it's horrifying, actually, isn't it? Peter, it's obvious to you I'm taking the piss, darling. But these ticker-tockers haven't got a bloody clue. They're, oh my God, all of the predictable comments like, should have been piss, are coming out. And obviously my response to should have been piss is, here at Just Stop Oil, we are encouraged to bathe and drink our own urine, bathe in and drink our own urine. It says so in the Just Stop Oil Comrade Manual. Now, you would think that from that point they'd go, oh, okay, she's messing with me. No. These people could be driving a bus that you lot are sitting on. Just saying, be careful who you trust. So anyone who says it should have been pee, I literally respond with, well, we drink and bathe in our own urine, so honestly it wouldn't bother us. But then there's some real vicious ones going, it should have been acid. Next time it'll be like, psycho alert. There's also some worrying people with tendencies that are, you also wouldn't want to get on a bus with. It's worrying. So it's disappointing. For 1 minute, it's amazing how a 1 minute bit of satire can wide. In fact, I'm just going to look now. I'm going to look while I'm talking to you. I'm just going to check the talk. Let's just check the talks while we're here. Let's just check them. Let's just, stop sound. Let's just check and see where we are. More comments coming in. Oh, look. Lieblanford 4 says, should have been a cup of cold piss. Laughing emoji. Big Steve 1185 says, should I tell her it was urine, or will you? Big Steve. Neil says she's lucky it was only water. Brilliant. Buckets of piss next time. Should have been a bucket of piss. You need some soap. Correct. Pity it wasn't tar and feathers. These violence. Crikey. Oh yes, of course. Do you know? Hateful. That's the word. That's the word they use, isn't it? You're so hateful. Oh, I feel so threatened by you. But 5,000 people have seen it. And a huge percentage of those people that have seen it think that I'm an actual Just Stop Oil protester. So that's where we are in 2023, people. No one is doing their own research, are they? Really? They're not. They're lying to you because they're not doing it. Because had they would see the word satire. Speaking of Just Stop Oil comrades, I don't know if you saw Shan, the one where she'd been hit by a car. I am literally 5,000 views off my first 500,000 viewed video. 500,000 views. That's crazy. I've never had views like that in my life. I don't know how it's happened. They're all wishing me dead. I think that's the main reason. They think they really did think that I had my foot run over by a car, and they're just loving it, loving that I had a hurty foot. The fact that I used the term hurty foot and they still didn't get that it was satire amazes me, boggles the mind. But there's a lot of stupid comments. But there you go. Amazing. But I might just be reaching. It'd be nice if by my birthday, by the time I have aged somewhat since today, I can get that 5,000 more views and get my 500,000 in time for my birthday. That would be a good present, wouldn't it? I'd like 500,000 of something else for my birthday. I'll be honest. A lotto win would be good. But I'll take the 500,000 views. I'll take that. But yes, so now people still believe that I am a Just Stop Oil protester in one form or another. I think I now have 5 separate Just Stop Oil characters, 5, and nobody has connected those 5 dots yet. I must be a master of disguises. That's all I can imagine. I must be a master of disguises, because it boggles my mind. People really are that dim-witted. It's incredible. You're not. You lot in the chat, you lot watching, you're not dim-witted. You lot are like geniuses compared to the tickety tockers. You're all like Einsteins right now. You should be patting yourselves on the back for just being so bloody intelligent. Right. What have I missed? What have I missed? Yes, Chia Maria, I agree. Right. Do we have any more questions? How far do I have to go back in this chat in case there are? Pissed off Corinne says, why I'm pissed off all the time. They are too serious about life, Brenda. Yes, they are. They are absolutely too serious about life. Help is on the way. And tell lady looking good. No aging for her. Oh, the magic of makeup and lighting, darling. Magic. If you saw me first thing in the morning, you go, oh, yikes. Right. So if you would like, I would. Question. Mark. Thank you, Mark. Question. When will you dress up as Lyman and attend one of Simon's gigs? I don't think he's doing any. I'd love to do that. I think he's lying low, Mark. I don't think he's going to do much. And I think if he does, he's going to keep it within his organization and keep it as on the down low as possible. It's becoming more seedy, isn't it, by the day? I would love to do that, though. I'd love to show up. But the thing is, his people are so defensive of him, so defensive. When, whenever he gets exposed, everyone just immediately in his organization, they all jump to his defense, even when so much has been shown, so much evidence has been shown of how he is and what he does and who he's hurt, and people have come forward. It doesn't matter to them because he's their exalted leader and they will literally believe anything he says. It's that look, isn't it? It's the look. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. White hats, the good guys. And people just believe that without doing any research on this guy, without doing their own research. If they did, they'd find an interview with him on This Morning where he was talking about mum, and all of that sort of business. They would find all of that. But they don't want to do their research because they don't want their fantasy bubble to be burst. I think that's a lot of where that term do your own research comes from, is they're playing on that because they know that most people don't want the bubble of reality or the bubble of fantasy to be burst, and for them to be left with the reality, which is this is all nonsense. There are lots of incredible things that happen in this world. There are lots of bizarre paranormal things that happen. There are lots of fantastic, wonderful things that happen. And all of these recent UFO sightings and ET sightings and things like that. Absolutely fascinating. Always has me hooked. And I don't believe that there isn't something out there. I've had experiences of my own. So I know what I believe. But it's when the grifters come and stir the pot, and they'll take a tiny piece of truth and then throw in 97% lies, and then you've got a fraudy, haven't you? Then you've got fraudy and friends. I don't know where I was going with that. It's weird. I can't remember. I think I've gone off on a tangent. Right. Right. Where are we? Let me spin back. Does anybody have any questions that they would like to ask? Try and ask them in all caps if you can. Yeah, absolutely. It is a grand deception, and they're going to keep doing it because people just look for it, don't they, to escape from the mundane, don't they? Right. Mark says, I'm surprised that his cult members don't copy his look. Well, I mean, to be honest, it's a good look, isn't it? It's unique. I mean, I copied his look because I love it and it's unique. And it attracts, more importantly, Mark, and this might help you, it attracts the ladies. The ladies are falling over themselves to be near him. Just think about that. If you, Mark, were to adopt that look, the world's your oyster. Sky's the limit for the ladies. You could get your own bicky peg. That's all I'm saying. You could get your own bicky peg like that. Just think about it. It's the comb over look. It's the sweaters, isn't it? The sexy sweaters. The zipper ones are great because when it's warmer out, you know, you can just take off a layer. And it's practical. Grippy gloves. Every lady loves a grippy glove. Placing a grippy glove on the lap of a lady friend while you're taking them for a romantic stroll around a cat sanctuary. You know, think about it, Mark. You're missing out. You're absolutely missing out. Ceci asks, what biscuits does Lyman eat with his... Oh, God, he's a rich tea man, isn't he? Come on. Ceci. He's a rich tea man. He can't go beyond a rich tea because that's too racy for Lyman. Good, solid, rich tea biscuit. It's all he needs. Right, hang on. Mark, you might think you'd rather shoot yourself than wear one of those jumpers, but you're wrong, Mark. Think of the ladies you're going to attract into your life. You know, think of the bicky pegs that could come to you, fall at your feet, beg you for a tie. You really need to think about this, Mark. Right. Maybe a Garibaldi. It could be a Garibaldi. That is pushing the boat out a little bit, though, isn't it? With a Garibaldi. Might do. I am taking requests. Look, can I just say, before this is finished, because it's starting, I told you about the preload with the knocking back of the red wine, not wanting to get tavern wench teeth, realising and then getting the red wine buzz. I'm halfway down that drink and I'm getting a fuzzy head. Rick might have to bring me water. I don't know yet. I don't know where this is going. Before it gets too bad, if you've got a request, may I strongly suggest that you put that request in, and I will endeavour, although slightly under the influence of alcohol, I will endeavour to give it a go. Right, Ceci. Ceci has a request here, closely followed by Stephen. Hold that thought, Stephen. So Ceci wants a request on stuff goes on that we find out about, and we know certain things about certain characters. So I'm going to bring in TI so that she can talk about, because I think some of the gems are concerned about TI's well-being. So I think we should just discuss. I've got my hairpin back, but it's, oh God, it's probably going to get caught on stuff. That was a bit stupid. Oh, sugar. The wigs might be a problem. Oh, hi, it's targeted individual here. Listen, right, yous lot have been asking a lot of questions. I made my announcement the other day. If you ain't seen that video yet, I don't know where you've been, but you need to go back and watch it because I made a very special announcement about a certain situation that I found myself in. And now I made my announcement, and then I went on another holiday. Not with my no man, though. I went with a mate and all our kids. We just bunged them into the same room. There's a few of them, but they're doing all right. They're doing all right. Anyway, it was my excuse to let loose, have a few drinks, you know, just enjoy myself. And before you get judgy and go, ain't you up the duff? So what? It's all right. It's early days. It's early days, so anything might happen. And anyway, as I announced in my last video that some of you lot in the chat ain't even bothered to watch, don't know why, don't know what's wrong with it. How entitled are you lot? If you want to go back and watch it, that would be useful. Then you'd know what I was banging on about. But I'm having a druid baby. Something very magical happened to me in the inner circle of Stonehenge. And I won't go into detail right now because I've done it already in the video. If you ain't going to watch it, that ain't my problem, right? Go back and watch it, and then you know what the details are. Anyway, so I'm on holiday with my mate and all our kids, and we was having a great time. We was knocking back those drinks, having pictures of beer and all of that. And then I tripped over, right, and I busted my knee. And before anyone says it, I weren't even that drunk. It was the ground. It was fake grass that they put down in the holiday park, and I tripped on it. That's what happened. And I'm going to sue them. I've already exposed them on social media. Already exposed them, and I went, "What you going to do about this, Butlins? What you going to do about it? My kids are crying. I can't finish my beer because I've got to take all these pain relief. It's not acceptable." And I've gone all over the socials with it, and I've exposed them. They're probably deep state. Do you know what I mean? Probably are. Is this what happens when you're targeted like I am? So they've done it. Do you know what it was? It was the black hats, right? They know I'm carrying a druid baby, right? And they wanted to put a stop to it. So they set a trap for me, Butlins, didn't they? They set a trap. I fell, and now I busted my knee. I can't walk. I'm practically disabled. I had to get one of those mobility scooters from Butlins, and now I'm going around on one of them. I don't know if the baby's all right. It's probably just a little swimming in all the beer. But anyway, I'm just saying that it's been a really hard week for me, you know, and my new man ain't even here on holiday. I think I'm going to get him to come up, actually. You know, I think I'm going to get him to come make sure I'm all right. I don't know. I mean, I reckon that the druid baby's probably doing fine because it's, at the end of the day, it's a druid baby. So it's obviously very healthy, and it's magically protected because it was conceived in the inner circle of Stonehenge. So obviously, you know, the baby's fine. I ain't. I'm not fine. I'm not fine. My knee hurts. I busted it. I'm going to make them pay. There is a lot of compensation coming my way. I've got to do it. There's a baby on the way. There's a druid baby on the way. I don't know what their needs are. You know, there could be so much going on, you know, that I need extra things for them to take care of them. I don't know what you do with a druid baby. I mean, as I said, it might just be light what comes out. It might not even be an actual baby. It might just be this like beautiful like load of light what comes out me chuff. Do you know what I mean? Beautiful moment, beautiful baby moment. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. But what I don't need is a disability right now. I don't need to be on a mobility chair or whatever. I don't need it. I can't get to the bar that quick. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so inconvenient for me right now. I'm having to send my kids to the bar to get my drinks. It's just not, it's not acceptable. It's really not. So I'm not happy. I was having a great time. I was proper necking it with my mate. We was having the best time. And then this happened. I know it's the black hats. I know what they're doing. They're trying to take out the druid baby, trying to take out the magic. Ain't going to happen because the baby's fine. Baby's pickled. Ain't going to happen. So, but you should be more worried, you lot should be more worried about my knee. It's a right mess. It's awful. It's swollen. I might have to go hospital. I might have to go down the hospital and just tell them, you know, it's ruining my holiday, this. You've got to work it out. You've got to do something. That's what I'm going to say anyway. But anyway, other than that, my life is great. But now I am a bit concerned for my kids because obviously the Black Cats followed us, you know, on holiday to Skeg Vegas. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. Maybe they're in danger. Obviously, I'm more in danger than my kids, and that is the priority. But I might have to ring all their dads and say, can you come get them? Can you come get them? Can you come get them? Can you come and get... Do you know, I mean, I ain't going to list all my kids' names, but I'm just going to say that it's a lot of phone calls I've got to make. It's really inconvenient. I just wanted to have a drink and a laugh with my mate. It's just, they just know, don't they? They just know what's going on. So anyway, I think baby's fine. I'll get a scan in a few months. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. We'll see. I'll ask. I will speak with. I'm going to do some channeling. I think I'm going to channel Archangel Michael and just say, Archangel Michael, can you just, like, I don't know, knock on something or whatever. 2 knocks for baby's okay. 1 knock for get down the hospital. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll do that, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Right. Oh, my God. Oh, my days. Do you know what? I need another drink. I don't know what this is. Somebody just left it on a table, so I don't know what it is. It might be something, I don't know. Oh, that's nice. That's a fruity drink, that is. That's what posh people drink. I'm going to see if I could get one of my kids to get it for me. Anyway, I better go. I'll see you later. Love and light. Love and light. Love and light, beautifuls. Love you. Love and light. Oh. Right, going back into the chat. Gypsy Daisy, you're quite right. Archangel Michael is indeed in Colorado with David Wilcock at the moment. They're tight. They are tight, those two. Right. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? No, hang on. Stephen requested. Let me spin it back. Spinning it back. Stephen Hall. Calling Stephen Hall. Yeah, Stephen requested the Great British Turd. We don't hear enough from, do we? GBT. Oh, where is my wig? This is the most tatty, battered wig. Mark, going anywhere nice on your birthday? I am, Mark. I'm going to see the Pet Shop Boys. So there you go. Not my usual taste in music either, but they put on a good show, and I'm taking my youngest child to her first gig. And I think they're pretty tame, aren't they, Pet Shop Boys? So should be a good gig for her to experience. I have located the wig. One moment. Pet Shop Boys do still exist, and they are on tour. Right. Oh, God, it's getting caught on everything. Everything. Oh, my God, this wig. Hang on, this might not happen. Unfortunately, my hair clips in the back of my head. This was very stupid. My hair clips in the back of my head have got caught on the wig. That was very silly. I should have put a hair bubble in, shouldn't I? Hang on a moment. Oh, God. Right, okay. Right. Hello. It's Claire, the Great British Turd here. Now listen up. I have been doing a lot of praying lately. I've been doing a lot of praying. You know, with the assistance of Glenda, who is my Bible studies teacher. Okay. And I've been praying more lately because my dear friend Frosty got sick. He came out, it was a deep state attack, right? He came over to the UK to do his tour, right? He had a tour which was only like 2 days, so I don't know why it constituted a tour, but anyway, he had a tour in the UK, and he got off his plane, and he collapsed, and we know that it was a black hat attack. They had a laser, like a direct energy weapon or whatever, aimed at him when he got off his private jet paid for by the Insiders Club money, the €11 a month that he's been raking in for years now. Anyway, when he got off, they pointed it at him like a laser pen, a bit like a laser pen, you know, they were doing all that business with him. And he collapsed. And, you know, he's a trooper, really, he's an absolute trooper. And he said, look, I can't use a med bed. Right. In fact, he called me, he said, Claire, I can't be using a med bed. Okay, I can't. We need that for the clone, you know, for the, not the clones. God, no, not the clones. We don't put them on the med beds. We deactivate those. We deactivate the clones. I need it for the male children. We need to keep them free for the male children that you've been pulling out the tunnels. I said, thanks, Frosty. I do appreciate that, mate, because we don't have that many because they're in brick buildings. They're in brick buildings. And, you know, so he said, I'm going to take one for the team, right? And I'm going to go to an NHS hospital, which, to be perfectly honest, you're taking your life into your own hands going into an NHS hospital. But he did it. And in the end, they diagnosed him with something that's going on. I think, to be perfectly honest with you, as well as the thing he's come out and told everybody he's got, I reckon he's also got high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol. So I reckon he needs a cocktail of tablets. And, you know, he said, I'm also taking one for the team, not just going into an NHS hospital and not on a med bed. But I'm also taking one for the team by taking big pharma meds. I'm taking one for the team by taking big pharma meds. And I think that just shows you what a patriot and a trooper he actually is, that he's willing to poison himself like that. He's willing to poison himself. And, you know, I just think that's what makes him a hero in my eyes. He's gone home to his home in Spain, and he's taken it easy, and he's just re-uploading videos of people that haven't spoken to him for months and months and sometimes years. And that takes guts, does that? It takes guts. He's trying to keep his community going. And, you know, I just think that is something to praise him for. You know, not praise him like we praise Jesus, but we praise him for being good, don't we? So that's what's going on. So I've been praying for him, and I've instructed everyone in my community to pray, to get on the knees and pray for Frosty to get better. Okay. You know, it's hard for him. I didn't take part in that video. There was a video that was everyone was wishing him happy birthday and also get well soon. So there were 2 birds, 1 stone, 2 birds, 1 video. And loads of people who I have no idea who these people. There's a couple. I know David Baloney was one of them, and that Lee Dawson guy who goes a lot. He does that a lot. They wished him. I knew who they were. I haven't got a clue who the rest of them were. There could have been anyone. There could have just been people that got off the streets, to be perfectly honest. Don't know who they are. Don't know what's happened to his usual crew. It's like they've abandoned him in his hour of need. Well, I'm not, and I have been operating a prayer circle from my end, and that's what we're doing here. And I'm reporting it all back to Trump as well. And I know that some of you will say, hold on a minute, Eric Trump kicked him off the tour. And all I'm going to say is, it's all pantomime. It's all pantomime. It might look as though Eric Trump kicked him off, but it's all theatre. At the end of the day, it's all theatre. And that's what they want you to think happened. So just think about it. Okay. So I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, Frosty. You're doing it slowly because you're doing it with the help of the NHS and also Big Pharma. So it's going to take you forever to heal. But that's nothing to do with you being out of shape and, you know, overweight and, you know, having a rich diet and drinking too much booze. Nothing to do with that. It was a black hat attack. We know it, you know it, I know it, they know it, and God knows it. Okay. So stay praying for him. Okay. Put your hands together and just keep praying for Fraudy, because he really is taking one for the team right now with all that Big Pharma meds just pumping through his veins, just pumping through. He's doing it for you and the mole children. So just remember that. Right, I'm going. I'll see you later. Keep praying. Keep me in prayer. See you later. Putting wigs on is going to be very difficult. I've got these clips in my hair and I should have thought. Should have taken them out because they're going to get hooked on absolutely every wig. Oh, it's quite hot. It's quite hot tonight. It's hot in here. Right. Okay. Let me spin back through the chat. Gypsy Daisy. Is it your 25th birthday until it is? Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. It's my 25th. Thank you. Thank you for noticing that. Yeah. No, thank you. It is, absolutely is. It definitely is. It's great being 25. Great. Yes. Thank you. Right, where am I going? I hope you're all talking amongst yourselves as well. Let me go back down again. Oh, I think Janine might have to come out next, actually. Stefan, what do you think about Elon Musk? Well, I think he's the rocket man, isn't he? I don't know about Elon Musk. I mean, from what I see of Elon Musk, I think he's an absolute troll, isn't he? I think he really likes winding people up. I kind of admire the wind-up merchant that he is. I don't know him. He might be a total a-hole. Who knows? He's certainly ambitious. A little oddball. I like oddballs. And I think he's kind of ballsy in the way that he approaches the woke members of society, and he doesn't bow down to them. I kind of like that. I admire that. He stands by what he believes. Now, like with everybody, everyone has different sides to themselves, and there's always going to be stuff that we don't know about people. And so I don't think I could ever come out and go, he's great, they're great, oh, they're so wonderful, they do A, B, and C, because you never really truly know a person, do you? Apart from, you know, dear friends and members of your own family. There may be a horrible side to him, but I sort of admire how he deals with people, deals with his critics and stuff. And he's not afraid to answer questions if people ask him questions, which is important. So I don't know. I don't have any other opinions other than that, really. As I say, don't know. But what do you think about him? I don't know. Right. Mario, good night. Thank you for joining. Everyone's saying good night to you, so presumably he's probably already gone. Right. Right. Come on, people. What would you like to see before the rest of this drink goes to my head? Oh God, this cage match between Zuckerberg, who, oh my good. Now I've just said, oh well, you don't really even truly know someone, but can we just talk about Zuckerberg for a moment? In that he doesn't look human. Every time I've seen him interviewed, I'm like, you look like, I don't know, you look like you could be a clone. It's absolutely bizarre the way he behaves. He's just sort of kind of got this soulless vibe to him that's deeply unpleasant. So if it were between Musk, he's like a cyborg. You're right, Gypsy. He is. He's like there's something very creepy about him. So I hope Musk knocks him out, to be perfectly honest. I'd quite like to see that. Because there's something very about Zuckerberg. I don't like. I'm just completely gone back on what we're saying. There's always something about someone. You never know. There might be, equally, Zuckerberg might have a soul, but we're never going to know. He appears like he doesn't have one, but there you go. Right. Did we have another request? Yeah, he's like Data from Star Trek, except Data is nice, and Data now has a personality and a soul, doesn't he? Because they developed Data, didn't they, and made him have a shelf life, didn't they? I'm sure they did. Trekkies out there will be able to say whether that's true or not. Right. Yes, Data. That's right. Yeah, I do know stuff. I mean, I only seem to form meaningful relationships with Trekkies. I only have children with Trekkies, so I can ask them. Right. Anyone else got any requests? What time are we on? 10 past 10. That's fine. Got a bit of time. We have a little time. Did somebody, was that you, Ceci, ask for Janine? I don't know. I think some of you have got questions to the meaning of life and where we are, and why things happen the way that they do, and is Mr. T coming back, that sort of thing. And when you've got questions like that, there's only one person, if I'm honest, that is worth asking, because she, not just she, but she and her parrots have all the answers. The only problem about this particular lady is she has exceptionally long nails, and they're a bugger to get on and off. They like to fly off randomly, and you can't pick anything up, so just bear with. But can I just say, though, you better ask some decent questions, and do it all at once, and then I don't have to. God, this is grim. There's so much wig hair entangled in these delightful nails. Right. Oh God, there's wig hair. There's literally wig hair in these. Okay, anyway. Are we there? Are we ready? Oh, hello. This is Janice. This is Tarot by Janice. I'm Janice. And today I'm hoping to look into the chat to see if any of you have any pertinent questions, hopefully about Mr. T. And Mr. T is one of my favorite subjects, but also not just my favorite subject, but also the parrots. So let's bring in those parrots. Let's bring them in. Let's just bring in those parrots. I just want to feel that beautiful parrot energy. Just that beautiful parrot energy. They're coming. They're flying in now. I'm feeling that parrot energy building up. And here they come. Just breathing in that parrot energy. Okay, they're here. They're here. So I'm ready now to look into the chat and see what we can find. What's going on? Does anybody have any questions that myself or the parrots can answer for you? Okay, let's just. I'm thinking Mr. T. I'm thinking Mr. T. That's what I'm getting. Oh, yeah. Oh, you bet. You bet. You bet. The parrots are talking Mr. T. Okay, so let's just work it out. Let's just work it out. Let's just breathe in that Trump. Just breathe in the Trump. Here it comes. It's coming up. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Ceci asks, is Mr. T a clone? Okay. You bet. You bet. You bet. No, Mr. T is not a clone. However, he does have several clones that he sends out on engagements when he is making court appearances. By the way, this is one of the worst witch hunts I've ever seen. The parrots say there's never been a witch hunt like it, and this is not going to go well. Let's just see what else we can get. Let's see what else we can get. Okay. Eric Trump. We need to talk about Eric Trump. So recently, Eric Trump booted my friend Parody off the tour. And I'm just getting word from the parrots what that was all about. Just one moment. Let's just bring it in, parrots. Just okay. Oh, you bet. You bet. You bet. You bet. So the parrots are saying that it was all pantomime. They're saying it's theater and that he is still on the tour, but he is on the tour as a mentor. And that is why he was seen to be booted out of the tour, but he is not. He is still very much involved and they're saying in my ear, best friends. And it had to be this way. That's what the parrots are telling me. It had to be this way. That's why they're doing it like that. So anyone who is thinking that Eric Trump does not trust Parody, that is not true. Get that out of your mind. I'm just gonna push it out. Just pushing it out of your mind. This is Eric Trump loves Parody. Just say it with me. Trump loves Parody. Parody loves Trump. Parody loves to Trump. Parody Trump. Parody Trump. Parody Trump. Parody Trump. You feeling it? I'm feeling it. It's a beautiful thing. It's absolutely beautiful. Does anybody else have any questions that they would wish for me to ask the parrots? Okay. Does Mr. T hang out with JFK Jr.? That's one of my favorite questions. Let's move in with those parrots. Just want to bring in that JFK energy. Let's just bring in that JFK energy. Let's just feel it. Just build it up. Okay, I'm feeling JFK. I'm feeling there's a connection here. Here's Mr. T. Here's JFK, and they are connected. They are connected. They are so beautifully in sync with each other. They are in sync and they are best friends. That's what I'm getting. That's what the parrots are squawking in my ear. They're going, best friends, in my ear. That's what I'm hearing. And so this is a beautiful thing. He's going to be okay. Oh, you bet. I'm getting VP. He's going to be VP. He's going to be. It's definitely going to happen. It's real. It's going to happen. That's what they're telling me. VP. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. What about Megyn Kelly? She's a whore. That's all I have to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything more. I don't need to say anything more. That's just, and I'm not saying it. That's what the parrots said. They squawked it into my ear. They said, so I'm just repeating it. I'm just repeating what the parrots are telling me. Okay. And that's what it's all about. Okay. Okay. Anything else before I have to leave? I have to go. Does anybody else have any pertinent questions that they would wish to ask the parrots? Just bringing in that beautiful parrot energy again. Is there any? They're wanting to take flight. They're warning. They're giving me their warning. Michael Jackson is working together with Trump. Okay, I'm going to go in and ask the parrots about that. Okay, let's bring in that Michael Jackson energy. Let's bring it in. Let's just bring it in. Let's just bring it in. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? The parrots are going, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, the parrots are really getting into this. Really getting into this. The answer is yes. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's working with Mr. T. Yeah, they're tight. They are tight. And he could be the VVP if that was a thing. That he could be the VVP. He's built for the job. He's built for the job. So I think that would be a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful. You've made the parrots happy because the parrots are they're floating on a cloud of beautiful Michael Jackson energy, and you can't get better. You can't. In fact, they're going to Princess Diana now. That's where they're going. They're all going to hang out. They're all hanging out on a cloud. It's beautiful. I'm letting them go. They're going. No more questions now. I can't take any more. Hang on. There's one coming in. Hold on. One's coming in. Red Scorpion. You've got in just in time. Come back, parrots. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Jasara was implemented in the Ukraine. I'm going to check with the parrots on that. Just let me. Just come on. Come on. Come on. Come back. Jasara. 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 They're whispering. They're whispering in a beautiful parody whisper. Jasara. Jasara. Jasara, Gasara, Jasara, Gasara, Gasara, Gasara. In the Ukraine. This is a beautiful spiritual moment. And yes, it has been. It is. Everybody is using that sweet, sweet Jasara cash in the Ukraine. They're having a great time. They're partying with it. And it's a beautiful thing. Alleluia. Praise the 5D Nisara Jasara gods. And they're partying in the Ukraine right now. Don't believe everything else you're hearing. They are partying because Jasara has begun. So that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Is Mr. T really married? We're really cooking on gas here with the questions. Is Mr. T, come back, parrots? They're trying to float away with Princess Diana. I've got to bring them back. Come on back. You leave Michael alone. Leave Michael alone. Come on back. Come on back. You bet. You bet. You bet. You bet. You bet. And is Mr. T really married to Diana? Let's just bring in those parrots. Just come back, Diana, 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 Diana. That's it. Just bring it back. Bring it back. Okay, so Mr. T is a big fan of blonde ladies, blonde, beautiful ladies. And he has his pick of the blonde, beautiful ladies. And as we all know, Princess Diana liked to have her pick of the men, of successful rich men. So let's just bring that in. There's a connection here. This is Princess Diana, and this is Mr. T. And here we go. They're moving, they're connecting in a beautiful way. And the parrots are saying, yes, they're married. They are married. That is true. That is true. Absolutely true. They are so married. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, the parrots are trying to break away. They're going to Princess Diana now. They're going to Michael Jackson now. I'm going to let them go. And JFK Jr. They're going now. They're flying away. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Off you go. Beautiful parrot energy. Beautiful parrot. And they're gone. And truly, truly, that's what it's all about. Sweatiest fingers ever. Right. Have we got some newcomers in? Hi, Will. Thank you, Will. It's not till tomorrow. Really, I'm not older until tomorrow. So let's just, let's just remember that I'm still young now until 11:15 tomorrow morning. That's I'm holding on. I'm holding on to my youth until then. Right. Mark Leonard, you did miss Trixie. Yeah, no, you really did. You 100% missed her. Right. Oh, God, this drink's really strong. Are you married, Intel lady? Yes, I am. Yeah, he's out on the lash tonight, though. Not very devoted, if you ask me. Should have been here. Should have been here. Anyway. Right. Red Scorpion. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you. Birthday drinks. Thank you very much. I might not buy any wigs with that. I might just buy myself a cocktail. That will get me. Woo, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is really lovely. I hope I answered some questions for you. I think I did, Red Scorpion. I think I did. Right. Oh, where are we? Where are we? Stephen, I think Peter and Stephen have both requested. God, that drink is really going to my head. And the wig is right here. Have both requested. Thank you, Red Scorpion. Not till tomorrow, though, Red Scorpion. Don't age me. Right, moving my drink because I don't want to knock it on the floor. You've both requested Mad Max Maddie, so I need to do a bit of Mad Max Maddie research and have a little look at what she's been up to lately, because I think we're due. Do you know what I was going to do, actually? It was a few weeks ago, but then things happened and I couldn't do a live stream. I was thinking about, and maybe you could tell me if you think this is a good idea or not. You're hearing it here first. Hi, Atsuko, lovely to see you. I was thinking about doing a totally legitimate live stream. Totally legit live stream with Mad Max Maddie. Would that be a good idea? Would you like me to do that? She could answer all your legal questions. She could talk about her time in the naughty movie industry. There's somewhere we could go. So Brenda H, I don't know Mad Max Maddie. So Madison Marquette is quite an impressive grifter. She started life as an actor in let's call them cuddle movies, adult cuddling movies, adult kissy wissy movies, and she has spent her life defrauding people and lying about her past, etc., etc. And she also claimed that she was, can't use the T word, moved from place to place to Joe Biden, and that he faced a trial, a military tribunal, but when she got there to testify against him, she discovered it was a clone, the Joe Biden clone, And this is all a true story in the sense that it came out of her mouth, not that it's actually true, Brenda, just that this is what she claims. And all of these religious YouTubers, like born again Christian type channels, all platform her and believe that she was moved from pillar to post in the cuddling movie industry, which she did willingly. She entered into that industry quite willingly, and there's a lot of evidence to prove that. But she changed her story, and she has taken a lot of money off people doing sort of fake charity things and stuff, like she did with the Great British Turd. They fell out over it because they did a fundraiser for victims of a hurricane. Can't remember which hurricane it was now, because this was either last year or the year before. And they got all this money. I think they got 28 grand, and only 2 grand of that went to the victims of the hurricane, and she scuttled off with the rest. But she's got no shame. She just keeps popping up on all these channels and claiming that Jesus saved her. And she's all about Jesus now, and blah, 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 blah. She also claims she's a fully qualified attorney. She passed the bar. She was very cagey about where she passed the bar. First of all, she said she passed the bar in Washington. Then people looked that up and found that that wasn't true, and checked all of her names, because she has several names that she uses as she goes by. And then she said it was Washington State. But she kept changing her story and getting really annoyed that people were actually fact checking her because no one believed her. Anyway, was that a good enough explanation, Brenda? I mean, I could have just kept it to one sentence, but her story is something else. So that is probably Olympic. She's an Olympian in some way, Red Scorpion. I've not seen her movies personally, but apparently she's got some talent somewhere. Anyway, so that is who I call Mad Max Maddie. And I'm now going to try and put the wig on and try not to have it caught in my hair clips. Oh, hey, it's me. It's Mad Max Maddie. I have had such an exhausting day. I know that all of y'all are wondering what I've been doing, and I have to say that I have been rescuing all the mole children and putting them onto the med beds, and just totally hanging out with the marshals and deciding which raids we're going to go on next. I am so excited. I have been such an incredible humanitarian lately, and I am when I'm rescuing those mole children, I feel so totally connected to them. And because I am so well in tune with children and babies, I can feel their pain and their anguish. And I have to say, and I have said this on many videos now, some of them don't make it. It's emotional, and I wish it weren't true. But as you can imagine, when I am busy going in all of those tunnels with the marshals, sometimes not everybody makes it out. And I have to live with it. I have to look at myself in the mirror every day, and my conscience is clear because I talk to Jesus, and Jesus, he knows me, and he knows I'm right. And, I've been talking to Jesus all my life. And this is why I go on all of the religious channels, because they get it. They totally feel me. And it's just such a beautiful thing. It's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. And I feel so emotional talking about it, but it's just, I'm so glad I'm qualified as an attorney of law, because I'm going to nail these guys. I'm going to nail them for what they do. I don't have any evidence that they do anything, but I'm going to find it, and I'm going to nail them. And I know about being nailed. I know all about that. But I know all of y'all are like me, down on your knees daily, just talking to Jesus, asking for forgiveness for other people. And I know that everything's going to be okay. So long as you keep giving to my latest GoFundMe to help the victims, to help those that I rescue, who I totally rescue, who I totally pull out of all of those tunnels. So long as you keep digging so deep, so deep, and pulling out your very best, just pull it out and give to my GoFundMe that will totally put those mole children on the med beds where they belong. And I know you can do that. Do you feel me? Can you feel me right now? I hope so. Oh God, I hope so. So I'm gonna put out my all my PayPal links and all the GoFundMe links. There's several, because there's a lot of mole children to rescue and house, and houses are not going to pay for themselves. So I need you to dig so deep, deeper than you've ever dug in your whole life. And just think of me while you're doing it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Love you. Thank you so much. Oh. Right. Okay, Brenda, is that giving you a good enough? Do you now know? Right. Mark, yes, I suspect that the answer to that is yes. But there you go. Right. Good old Mad Max Maddie. Right. Yeah, go deep, give big, or go home. Correct. I think that was one of her videos, actually. I think that was one of her movies. Yeah. So you know more than you think, Brenda, love. You do. You know more. Give yourself more credit. Yeah. Right. I think we are we're I'm nearing the end of this drink, which is probably a good thing. Did we have anyone else new jump in? If you did, hello, and I'm sorry I missed you. If I was busy doing characters, then I may have missed you. Do you have the inside scoop on the Parks Ward divorce? I think that Parks got wind of the Eric Trump kicking him off and thought, I'm going to have to jump ship. His reputation is really, really bad. And I think he was just covering his arse. I think he was saving himself, and he shoved him under the bus. These grifters will do that to each other. There's no love lost. They all pretend they love each other, and they talk about love and Jesus loves you and unconditional love and all of that kind of stuff. And they absolutely would stab each other in the back. Yes, the men all do perk up with Maddie, don't they? Right. No, Paulie, you're right. It was a white hat operation. It was white hat operation. Right. Anyone else got either any questions? Caroline, need a night from Lyman. Actually, yeah, we haven't had any Lyman requests, have we? Disinformation is indeed necessary, Mark. Absolutely, 100%. It's their disclaimer, isn't it? It's their get out clause for absolutely everything that they claimed was going to happen not happening. Where's my Lyman hat? This is going to be interesting. I think it's hiding under the Great British Turd's wig. We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll get to it. Oh, yeah. Right. I'm very surprised at you, Rabbit. I thought you would have been crying out for Lyman, but you didn't. That makes me wonder if you're drunk. Right. Crabby McCrab. Hello, Crabby McCrabface. You are disgustingly late. For my birthday. Disgustingly late. It's not my actual birthday today. That's tomorrow. Don't age me. But you are disgustingly late. You're a disgrace. Detention. You've got to go. Your punishment is you've got to go back and watch it from the start and share it. Share the video out. Imagine if you shared this with people who have never heard of any of these grifters. They'd be like, what is she doing? What a weird woman. Has she got like some kind of... She needs psychiatric help. This would make sense to nobody. This is why I love this little community, because you're all bonkers, and it works. It works. Right. Well, yeah, the truth can be too dangerous sometimes, can't it, Stefan? Can't it? At Suko, Lyman is sexy. You're quite right. You are quite right. Quite right. Karen K, you're good and very fun. Oh, thank you. Don't. It'll go to my head, Karen. Don't compliment me, dear. I was being a good beta and waiting patiently. Thank you, Rabbit. I appreciate that. I did. Right, I'm going in. Jesus, the wig. Oh my God, what is going on? I think Lyman's having a bad hair day. God almighty. Just one moment. Just getting there. I'm just listening out for the white hats, actually, just making sure this has been approved. Are we approved? Are we a go? We're a go. Okay. Right. Hello. Look, I know I can almost preempt what some of you are going to say, and I'll just say it. I'll just point it out. Yes, I'm wearing women's makeup. For those of you who have been to one of these shindigs before, you know the drill. You know what's going on. Don't pretend you don't. This is part of the white hats opera. I've got white hats living under the stairs in my house right now, like Harry Potter. You know, and they're there under the stairs for my not Bicky Peg's, my protection. Because of all this stuff with Fraudy blowing up and him having his collapse, which was a direct energy weapon. That's what caused it. So I have to be disguised in... Look at this women's makeup. They have to put it on me. Bicky Peg, who's she's taken a vow of silence on request from the White Hats and me, but don't tell her that. Yeah. She's taken a vow of silence, but I still made her put my makeup on in silence, which is better. It's just better. It's better that way. Right. Questions. If you've got a question, try and put it in all caps. Don't want to miss one. I'm going to have a little look. So, yeah. Beta rabbits here, which is that's good. I think that's good. Right now, hello, Ceci. Cheeky. Ceci says, Lyman, does Bicky Peg cut your hair? Bicky Peg brushes the hair, cuts the hair, and does the makeup. She does the works delightfully in silence. It's just better this way. I can't. She witters. She witters a lot, does Bicky Peg. I can't deal with it. Can't tolerate it. So the vow of silence is working great for our marriage. We are going places within our marriage because she zipped it, and it works. It works. Right. So I've got some questions coming in. I'm going to vet them. I think if I don't feel as though it's an appropriate question, I'm not going to answer it. Right. Who threw whom under the bus, Lyman? I don't know what you mean by that. Now, no one does that in the grifter community, in the truther community. No one throws anyone under the bus. I had to separate myself from Fraudy, instructed by the higher ups, the white hats, the good guys. And they said, look, until this pantomime has finished playing out, we need you to follow a script here. You're going to have to publicly distance yourself from Fraudy. We know your besties, really, but you're going to have to just publicly distance yourself from him, just in case. And so that's what happened. So it may appear like I publicly threw him under the bus, but it's all pantomime. It's all theatre. So let's just see how this plays out. Whatever works for me, we'll go with. We'll do that. Right. So Crabby, McCrab face. I think you sound like a beta. So I'm going in. I got an NDA paper with a recent gold purchase. What does it mean? Right. Oh, okay. I'm going to answer that. So I think that's important. I do. I think it's important. The reason why you got one of those was because it's one of those cases of shh, don't shout about it. They'll all want one. Crabby. If you go telling everybody, I've got loads of gold here, and I've dumped my entire 401k into this gold scheme. Everyone's going to want it. And it might reduce the value of your gold. So it'll be your fault. So it's for your own good that you were made to sign an NDA. It's to protect you, actually. It's totally to protect you. So I hope that helps. Right. Where are we going? The reality wire. I'm not getting a beta vibe from you. I'm going to go in. I'm going to tread carefully. Where do you get the polish for your forehead? Right. I think the reality wire is that little upstart Steve. Listen, Steve, your every move right now is being watched by the white hats, the good guys, the higher ups. They know what you did. They know what you do. And they are watching you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, those old white hats are watching you. Just remember that, Steve. I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should just know. Just watch it. Just watch it. It doesn't need polishing. It's got its own beautiful, serene sheen, and it doesn't need polish. Just so you know. Don't start with me, Steve. Don't. No. It's trying to wind me up. Right. Oh, don't come back again with another question, Steve. Is that why a man in a Panama hat keeps following me? Yes, it is. And you were warned. So, I'm glad you spotted him. That was a warning. You only saw him because he wanted you to see him. That was your warning, Steve. Any more expose videos from you, Sonny Jim, and you're going to see more than a Panama hat. Let me tell you that. They'll be more exposed. That's all I'm saying. Right. Okay. Right. Will you enter the BFT market? I don't know what that is. What's the BFT? Big friendly. I don't know. What's the BFT? What's the BFT? What is it? What is it, John? Are you a beta, John? I hope you are. I only deal with betas. I don't talk to alphas. So if the BFT means beta for Trump, yes. If BFT means betas for Trump, I'm in. I am in with that. And we'll just have to see. Right. Have we got any more? What's going on here? Got any more questions? Where we are. I hope that Steve's got the message now. I think we need to start a Betas for Trump group actually on Telegram. Let's start one actually, because I think that would go down very well. Betas for Trump on Telegram. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what we can get. Rick, what do you think Biden meant by God Save the Queen? Right. Yeah, let's talk about that. And Rick, I'm getting a very strong beta vibe from you. Very strong. Yeah, no, you could be a coordinator. You could definitely, I don't know where you are in the world, but I think you've got coordinator written all over you for a question like that. Well, it's code. I know it sounds like a bumbling old man with dementia who doesn't know his name, where he is, or what's going on, or what his job is. But actually it was code, and it was fed into an earpiece. They said, right, say, God Save the Queen man, whilst looking really confused. And he went along with it. And that's part of a white hat operation. He thought it was his people giving him instructions on what to say and where to go, and reminding him what his name is and who his wife is, and that he's married to her and not his sister, that sort of thing. But this time round, it was code. And when he said God Save the Queen man, what he meant was the administration is crumbling and Mr. Trump is coming back. That's what that meant. So thank you for bringing that up, because it's important. That's important, right? And any good patriot would know that, right? I can't do much about my hair, I'm afraid. It is what it is, right? And we've got to watch the water. You've always got to watch the water. Right. Any more questions? And yes, beta lives do matter. Quite right, Rabbit. Always get sensible talk from you, Rabbit. I can rely upon you to bring the sensible questions. Yeah. Anyone else? Has anyone else got anything that they wish to ask within reason, carefully vetted, only white hat approved questions, of course, before I go? It's getting late, and I think I can hear some of the cats scratching, and definitely one of the dogs whimpering. So they've got to go out. Got to take the dog out. We do have a dogging session planned tomorrow, myself and Vicky Peg. The vow of silence works a treat for doing that. Let me tell you, absolutely works a treat. We can go undetected for quite a long time. In fact, Stephen, you just asked, are you dogging tonight? Not tonight, tomorrow night, Stephen. And we do, as I was just saying, we do go mostly undetected. Now she's taken her vow of silence and she's not wittering. Can't stand the wittering. Meema Lee, have you had any new visitors from outer space? What a great question, Meema. I'm getting getting strong beta vibe with you as well, and so I'm going to answer it. I only have the usual visitors, Meema, in that I have Cat Queen 4 times a year, and Mum pops in just as and when. For those of you who weren't there earlier, I received this delightful gift. I'm going to be selling, because I like to merch. This is an oil painting of me and Mum together. As you can see, I look happy as Larry to be with Mum there, as you can see. this is a dear gift. I'm going to be selling tickets to admire this in person, a bit like a gallery. I'm going to call it the White Hat Gallery, and I'm going to be also showing all of my crayon art of my various experiences with Mum and the Cat Queen, few of Zaka. Yeah, I'm just going to throw it all in. I'm going to make a gallery, a special gallery for, it might be a traveling gallery. It just goes wherever I do. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Right. Zaka is very well, Stephen. Thank you for us. Stephen's a good beta. He is. It's like Rabbit. It's got good beta energy. There is, Mark, a very strong familiar resemblance. Yes, there is. Same shaped head, I think, as me and Mum. We do have the same shaped head. How much alimony do you pay for your cat children? I don't need to, because they are already on the QFS system. So they don't require it. Don't need to. Rabbit, will Fraudy now be demoted as leader of the QFS? I'm in talks. That's all I can say. I've signed an NDA, but all I can say is I'm in talks, and I think I might have said too much by just saying that. So we'll have to see. Right. Now, has anybody else got anything else that they wish to say? Because I have heard some light white hat code tapping on the door. Red scorpions come in. Does the Cat Queen bring her own litter box, or just use wood pellets from Lidl? I'm not sure if she's into Lidl, or she's more of an Aldi alien. I don't know. I don't know which she prefers. She does tend to bring her own litter box. She's got one that levitates. Red scorpion. So it's quite good. It's quite useful to have. Sometimes I use it just for fun if we're doing cat play, but I'll leave it there because I don't want to say too much. But yeah, I mean, these questions are great. Strong beta vibe from you, Red Scorpion. Thank you. You can be in the gang. You can. Handle your duties, Lyman. I don't want our selfishness to hold up pro. Well, thank you for recognizing yourself, Mark, as selfish, like a true beta would. Yeah. I won't let anyone stop me from getting what I want. It's very true. Right. Will you be updating the grippy gloves? Bit bulky they are now. Depends on the hand shape. If you have delicate hands, pissed off Chrome, if your hands are delicate, you might need a smaller size grippy. These are medium, work great for me. Great grip. You can grip onto 5D like no tomorrow with these. And they are also good for driving, as you know, as a driving instructor. So I need a good grip on the wheel. Right, while I've got Rabbit here and a few of you, whilst I was talking with the White Hats the other day, I was talking about being in financial difficulties and how I might get myself out of that. Obviously, I've got the art gallery that I'm going to get going, so you can look at my art and pictures of me, which I know you'll come from miles around to see. But I was wondering if I could record myself, my voice, because people love the voice. As you know, I was a driving instructor. I hear that now you can record yourself. And so here's my idea. Ready? Lyman nav. So recording all of your driving directions, giving you a bit of sound driving advice as well. You can tot in where you're going. You know, you're going to, wherever, Birmingham for the day. Pop it into your Lyman nav, and I will navigate you to your destination. Left turn coming up, slow down. He can see you. I can do that. And also, perhaps when you're about to get on the motorway, the classic motorway, motorway, motorway. And if you're having a moment where you're frustrated with the other drivers, ruddy pillocks. So we could also maybe change the horn in the car. So instead of it going beep, we could change it to ruddy pillocks. What do you think? I think Rabbit would have that in his car. I'm gonna do it as a startup, a business startup, and I want you all to dig deep and send me money for this, because I think we can do this. I would like Lyman Nav up and running, and we'll see what happens. I think Rabbit would probably be the first to purchase Lyman Nav. I can see him driving just as far away as he can, just to be accompanied by my sound advice when being behind the wheel of a car. When we start Lyman Nav, I could say, don't forget your grippies, great grippy gloves. Could do all that. Think about it. I think we've got something there. I think we've got Lyman Nav. I think we've got it. Right. That upstart's back. Steve. How do I check if my wife is a clone? Steve, as you're such an upstart, I would suggest that your wife is a clone, and there's no doubt about it, because she'd have to be with a little upstart like yourself. You asked for it, Steve. You're pushing me. You pushed me too far. She's a clone. There's no doubt about it. You know, there you go. You should have checked on your wedding day, Steve. You should have checked, but you didn't. There you go. That's what happens. Right. Rabbit wants to order 2 units. We're onto it. We're doing this. We are doing this. I'm excited about Lyman Nav. Motorway, motorway, motorway. This is it, isn't it? You know, don't cross. We could do that. Don't cross. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. Prepare to turn. Check your mirrors. Check your mirrors. Ruddy pillocks. We can do this. It's going to work. It's going to work. Lyman, what do you think of German Shepherds? Not my preferred dog. Not my preferred breed, I'll be honest. A bit too feisty for me. Prefer the smaller ones. I like the smaller dogs. Easier to control. Bigger ones, they're nothing but trouble. So no, I don't do German Shepherds. Terrifying. Terrifying. No, won't do it. Right. Okay, I need to go back. Apparently, I need to go back. Floor it. Yes, when part of Lyman Nav, when you get onto motorway, 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 if you feel in danger, if you hear a helicopter and you think you're being followed by the black hats, floor it. I'm going to record loads. This is going to work. This is going to work. No, they're not going to steal my voice to clone me. Absolutely not. Are you a master beta? I am 100% alpha, John. 100% alpha. You should know that, John. Being a beta yourself, you should know that. You should know you're amongst alpha when you're around me. Okay. I think, are your socks large? Reasonably. So I'm very tall, very, very tall. I get it from mum. I'm not 8 foot like she is, but I'm not far off. Right. I think I've answered as many questions as I'm prepared to, frankly, because you lot, you're unbelievable, some of you. But I like the ones that are thinking about investing in my new project. I think it's going to work. Lyman Nav. We'll work on it. Also, just thinking about merching, don't forget Rabbit's favourite, the faux shield. complex matrix of materials in here. Bicky Peg sits on it for hours. It's helping a vow of silence. So that's a good thing. Also, the dark to light light, beacon of hope, a beacon of hope. Right. So, and then of course we've got Bicky Peg's favourite, the Patriot Honker. If you're a patriot and you're out and about and you feel threatened in any way and think that a Democrat voter or a Satanist, could be one and the same, are coming towards you and you want to ward them off, quick honk of the honker and they're running in the opposite direction. Works like a charm. All of those you can get from my store. Go and visit it. Right. What works under the honker does work on underwater. Yes, it does. It does. Absolutely. Right. Okay. I need to go now because I frankly, the white hats want me out. So I've got to go. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all again. Lyman Nav. Let's make it a thing. Let's make it work. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh my God, it's so sweaty. Okay. That's gross. That's actually disgusting. Oh God. Don't remember the last time I took my clothes off that quick, but there you go. Right. Everybody. It's getting dangerously close to tomorrow. Oh God, it's almost my birthday. What can I say? It's almost my birthday now. How depressing is that? Thank you so much for all of your birthday wishes. Oh my God. Thank you for those of you who sent super chats. I hope I've kept you entertained. And if anyone wants to buy me a coffee, buy me a wig, buy me a drink, buymeacoffee.com/Intel Lady. You can buy me a birthday drink if you wish. Thank you so much for just being here and joining me. And night, Peter. Oh, I wish it was 33rd birthday. I wish I was 30. I wish I was 33 again. That would be nice, wouldn't it? You're all awesome. And I don't know. I love our little community. It's amazing. It's fabulous. And it makes me very happy that you all want to spend time with me. And we all like to make each other giggle. It's all about uplifting each other and raising the vibration, and your support is amazing. Thank you, John Clayton, so much. I hope I kept you entertained. I just so appreciate all of you. You're all brilliant, and you make me laugh as well, especially when we're bantering. You're bantering with whatever character I'm doing. And sometimes the questions that you ask have me absolutely howling internally, but I have to hold it together and do my thing. Thank you, Rabbit. I will try my very best. Think of me tomorrow night, introducing my youngest child to her first ever live gig. And yeah, it will be, I will be back. I said at the start of this stream that, and I will show you again this amazing birthday present that Rick sent me. Oil painting of Lyman and Mum. Oh my God, it's crazy good. And oh, Peter Moore, thank you so much. That's absolutely lovely. I can't remember where I was going with this. I've got completely thrown off by my silliness, showing you things. Yes, that was it. I said at the start of the stream, Comcast, you know, I did my first ever stand-up comedy gig in January this year. Finally got the footage, and I'm nervous to put it out because it's the first time I ever did stand-up. It was Targeted Individual that I did, and also Skylar. I haven't got the Skylar footage yet, but I don't think I can put the Skylar footage up on my channel. It's too spicy, and I don't think that this platform would like it very much because of the content, and it would get me into trouble. So might not put that out. but I will be putting TI out, and I am nervous to do it because it's a big deal doing something that I've never done before. Oh, me, Marley, yes, you were there. And I'm so glad you're here tonight. So thank you. I'm looking forward to putting it out. I don't think I'll get it ready by the end of the weekend because obviously I'm out and about. John Clayton, I might just have to open a Rumble account just to put that video up. Maybe as early as Sunday or some point in the week, I will put up the Comcast thing that I did. Oh my God, I've been doing this for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I think I need to go to bed. Thank you so much. All of you are brilliant. I love this little community. You're fantastic. You make me laugh. You inspire me. And I really love entertaining you. I will see you all again very, very soon. Have a wonderful night. Have a gorgeous weekend. And thank you so much for the birthday wishes. You're all amazing. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.